You're not going to believe this, because what just happened between Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton has completely changed how people are looking at them right now. At first, it looked simple, just another Instagram post. Something you scroll past without thinking twice. But within minutes, people realized, this wasn't normal, this wasn't random, and this definitely wasn't something that just happened. Because the moment that photo appeared, something felt different. No dramatic caption. No explanation. No attempt to control the narrative. Just Kim, sitting close to Lewis, both relaxed, both comfortable, like this wasn't new to them at all, and that is what made people stop. Because when something is new, you can feel it. There's tension. There's awkwardness. There's that slight distance. But hey, there was none of that. It looked easy, too easy, like two people who didn't need to try, and that's where everything started to spiral. Because the internet noticed something instantly. This didn't look like the beginning. It looked like something that had already been going on for a long time. And once that idea entered people's minds, there was no going back. Within minutes, fans went into full investigation mode, digging through old videos, old photos, old event lists, anything they could find. And what they started to piece together was honestly shocking, because this wasn't the first time Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton had been in the same place. Not even close. They had crossed paths multiple times. High-profile fashion shows, exclusive private parties, events where only a handful of people are invited. And yet, somehow, they were never seen together. Not once. No photos. No clips. Nothing that would connect them directly. And that's where things got suspicious, because in today's world, that almost never happens. If two global figures are in the same room, someone notices, someone records it, someone posts it, but here, silence. Almost like it was intentional, almost like they knew exactly how to avoid attention. And that's when the theory started to build. What if this wasn't new? What if this had been happening quietly, behind the scenes, for months, maybe even longer? And what if that one single post was never meant to reveal it this way? Because let's be real for a second, Kim Kardashian doesn't make mistakes online. Every move is calculated, every post is planned, every detail is controlled. She understands attention better than almost anyone on the planet. So if something like this appears on her page, it's there for a reason. Which raises the biggest question of all. Why now? Why this moment? Why reveal something like this without saying a word? Because silence can be louder than any caption. And that silence, it made everything feel even more real. At the same time, there's Lewis Hamilton. Someone who has spent years protecting his private life, staying away from unnecessary headlines, avoiding exactly this kind of situation. So for him to be part of this, to allow this moment to be seen, that's not small. That's a decision. A big one. And people started to notice something else. Something even more interesting, because right after the post went live, reactions started coming in, but not the kind you'd expect. No shock. No confusion. No wait, what is this? Instead, there was support, subtle comments, energy that felt calm, almost expected, like the people closest to them already knew. And that is what made this explode. Because if the inner circle already knew, then this isn't just speculation anymore. This becomes something real. Or at least, real enough that it's been accepted behind the scenes. And once that idea took over, the internet split into two sides. On one side, people were convinced this is genuine, that what we're seeing is a real connection. Something that started privately, and is only now becoming visible. But on the other side, there was a completely different theory. What if this isn't real at all? What if this is the most perfectly executed PR move we've seen in a long time? Because when you look at it closely, the timing is almost perfect, the attention is massive, the reaction is exactly what you'd want. Two global icons coming together in one quiet moment, and instantly taking over the internet. It's powerful too. Powerful. And that's what made people suspicious, because when something looks this smooth, there's usually more going on behind the scenes. But here's the twist that nobody can ignore. If this is PR, it doesn't feel like it. There's no exaggeration. No over-the-top emotion. No obvious performance. Just a moment that feels real. And in today's world, that's what makes it dangerous, because people don't believe what they are told anymore. They believe what they feel, and this feels convincing, which makes it even harder to figure out the truth. And now, everyone is watching every move, every post, every appearance, looking for the next sign. Because once something like this becomes public, there's no going back. This isn't just a post anymore. It's a statement. And if this continues, it becomes something bigger than just two people, because Kim Kardashian is one of the most influential figures in modern culture.